What's up, guys? I know I said to get a video out last week now, since it's after midnight, about my gear bag, but just didn't get a chance to. Got a chance to now. I wanted to do it outside, but I don't have a mic that'll block the wind, and it's been windy here. So I'm just going to do it here. I got a little table under my desk to put everything on, lay it out. I'm just going to go through everything that's in it, no specific order, probably just biggest pocket to smallest or something. And then at the end, I'm going to show you how I pack everything in it. I'm a very neat, organized-ish person. Just don't look behind me. So, yeah, let's get into it. Go ahead and switch down to that table. And then we're just going to start with the first thing right on top. Got a bell and a glove. Bell, I think, was $10 on Amazon. I bought it like 5 years ago, probably. It's been a little squished, but welds are still holding up and everything, and it does its job. So I haven't had a bull rope end up in the back yet. Glove, EPT glove. Either got it off Amazon or from EPT, not sure. Got it maybe 2 years ago, I think. I switched. I used to do ride left-handed, now I ride right-handed. Just got damage in this hand. It wouldn't work that well anymore as a riding hand. Not that this one's better now, but we'll get into that later. But the glove's holding up well. I like it. So, on to the next. We got our boots. They're Cody James. Usually what happens is my daily boots will turn into my riding boots whenever I get a new pair or they get a little worn out. These were the most comfortable pair of daily boots I ever owned, and they are the most comfortable pair of riding boots I've ever owned. So I'm probably going to stick with Cody James. I do put the area insoles that you can just get at Boot Barn or whatever in them, so that helps, but the boot itself is my favorite. Spur straps, I just had to buy new ones because my old ones broke. Probably 20 bucks on Amazon, I think. That's where I get most of everything. Spurs and rowels I got from Beastmaster. I had the old shitty ones that you get on Amazon. They're like 20 bucks or something. They're the real thin little 5 ones. They ended up getting old and a little sharp. I accidentally cut a bull. Not bad, but enough to notice, and so I had to buy some new ones. These were spurs and rowels together, about 200 bucks. But definitely worth it. They definitely work better. I got the 30-degree offset along with the down, so they definitely work better. I use some fencing wire, I think 12 gauge maybe, to just do one strand. It holds pretty well. I used to use some safety wire for like aircraft and cars and stuff. It would get stretched out over time and break. This hasn't broke or stretched out, as you can see. And I just put some tape, athletic tape around it to keep it from cutting into my heel. You can see I need to clean everything. But yeah, that's those. Like these a lot better than my old setup. Alright, on to the next. We got the bull rope, probably one of the most important things you need. This is also EPT, I believe. I bought it a few years ago. I think the same time I bought the glove when I switched to right-handed. This hand was doing good. I never had a pad on it before. I didn't like them. I used one once and it felt like my hand just didn't get tight enough in there. And so I just never used one, which backfired, because now this hand's maybe fractured or something. It just has a lot of pain in it. So I got a pad finally. But I didn't want to buy one online because they were all too expensive for the decent ones. So this is just old bath towel. Cut a strip off the end and then just athletic taped it all up, so it's good. And I just did this right before the season ended, so I've only probably been on 10 or 15 bulls with it. but it works. Doesn't cause my hand that much pain. It just has the normal pain now. Hand still fits in. It's a little tighter right here than it was, so I can't get all the way to the end, but I get far enough in there and my hand gets tight enough. So, and then a lot of people I know, if you look videos online and stuff, they'll say they take their knot out after every ride or after every event or whatever. I always leave my knot in because I don't see a point in tying it every time, and I just loosen it up. So it's all loose in here, and then whenever I get to the event, see what bull I'm on, resize it, tighten it up. So I just do that just so it doesn't get kinked or anything. Just keep it loose. Yeah, that's about it. The specs on the bull rope, not a clue, don't remember. I do know my next bull rope I'm gonna get, I want to get a thinner tail because I have small hands. Don't know what size they are either, so don't ask. But this one's a little thick, and I thought I got a small one, but apparently I didn't. So then whenever I do it and wrap, you get a little more rosin on here too. I can't really get my hand over all the way, see? And so I want to get a smaller one just so it fits in my hand a little better. But this works for now with the rosin I use. My hand doesn't come out, so we'll see. But that's the bull rope. Next we got the helmet. I have the 100X. I have a reason for having it. I used to have a Bauer helmet. Used to not ride with a helmet, but my wife watched me get stepped on too many times, so ended up getting one. Had a Bauer hockey helmet. That ended up getting stepped on at one of the events, and I actually brought it out just to show you for the video. So here it is. You can kind of see it on the video, I guess. Yeah, there you go. It's a little caved in, so got my face stepped on. It did its job and kept me from getting injured. Just got a little cut, but
to do it right now in North Carolina. Face in, he slides up on that rope. North Carolina.
Go, rope! Let's go! Get it on! Oh, shit!
it definitely wasn't gonna last long if I just got another one. So ended up just going with the 100X. I think second time I wore it, I used it, got my head slammed into a pole. I think right there is that one. And then here's that video.
Just let them know that we have a finite amount of time on this planet, and you can be viciously mediocre, or you can get the fuck after it.
Wait a minute.
And then yeah, it holds up. I would say the only thing, if you do buy them, they are like $600, so make sure you want it. Make sure you tighten every screw on it, every nut, everything, because when I got it, a lot of mine came loose. Not all of them, but a lot of them. So I had to tighten them all down. I ended up losing one, but this is still secure, so I just need to call the guy and get a new set of screws. But otherwise everything else holds up great. I hit my head a lot and haven't got injured, so I'd call this successful. And then next we have the vest. Hylason. If you search bull riding vest on Amazon, I'm pretty sure it's the first thing that comes up because that's where I got it. It's done me good all these years. I do want to get a longer one because this comes right about my belly button. Seen a lot of guys this year that got injured because they got stepped on lower than that and had intestine damage and stuff. So thinking about getting one that goes down to my belt. They're a little more uncomfortable, but we'll see. It's covered in rosin from where I let my rope sit in the, or my bag sitting in the car, and my rope rubs rosin on it. But otherwise, it's held up for, I think I've had this one for since 2018, 2019, I guess, somewhere in there. And then I just keep my mouth guard in the pocket. This is I just searched mouth guard on Amazon, and this is like some fighting mouth guard, I don't know, but it comes flat and you form it around your teeth, and it's super thin and light, and I guess it's done fine. I've never really noticed the mouth guard do anything, but I guess that's why you wear it, so you don't notice. Has dirt and stuff in there, a little bit of dip packed in, but you just rinse it off at the event and then call it a day. You're only wearing it for a few seconds anyway. Alright, that's it for the vest. That's it for all the main stuff, so let me get that off here. So, last thing in the big pocket, got my shaps. These I got from Beastmaster also. I will say Beastmaster has some of the best customer support. They actually called to verify sizes and stuff with me because it looked a little off and they were right. So glad they did that. I'm not a flashy guy, so just got some plain brown. I like the brown leather look. I didn't like the stringy rowels here, so I just got some little pins. That's about it. Nothing fancy. Just got them this year, so I guess they're holding up alright. I just use some leather cleaner on them every couple of events or when it gets muddy, and wipe them off. But yeah, these are, I guess with shipping, around $600 also, so I would say don't get these unless you're committed. You don't need them. All you need is a rope, a glove, a vest, and some spurs. Alright, next. Alright, now we got the injury pouch. Get everything out here. I also usually keep a bottle of Excedrin, but that's out right now, somewhere around the house. Start over here. So these ice packs, you can buy like a case of 50 of them off Amazon for not too bad, 20-30 bucks or something. These are great, especially for whenever you're taking like a 4-hour drive home after an event. You just pop them. It lasts. I've had one last like an hour or two maybe. You just got to shake it up now and then. But these are great to keep in your bag. I usually keep 2 or 3 in there. Just refill when I get home. Some Tiger Balm. There you go. Yeah, it's called Tiger Balm. I don't think it'll focus, but this is good for like aches and stuff, kind of like an icy hot. I don't know all the technical medical stuff about it. Someone said try it. I tried it. It worked. So I just use it for like whenever I get like a real bad tear feeling somewhere. Don't use it that often. I've probably had this for like 5 years. This is an icy hot ball. This thing is great. I got a bunch of like micro tears in my lower back, so I just get there, throw this on my back every now and then, and it's super easy to hold because you just put on your fingers, rub your back. Super nice. I would say get this. This got some knee braces. They're I got them off Amazon. I don't know, a few bucks. Copper. I guess that's upside down for you. In the bag, it just has some little straps to go around. My knees actually quit hurting that much after rides after wearing these. So, a few bucks on Amazon will save your knees. This, if y'all saw the last video, you saw my bicep injury. This is what the doctor gave me. Just holds my arm from fully extending whenever I was doing a couple rides. I guess it worked well. Had to pay for it, so insurance covered a little bit, but I'm gonna say it worked because I had to pay for it. But it is a good belt. But I don't need it anymore, but I'm gonna keep it in my bag just in case something happens. I have it. Yeah, that's it for the injury pouch. So now we'll go ahead and move on. Alright, so now we got this stuff. Alright, this is that, I think it's probably 12 gauge wire, I think, I don't remember. The fencing wire, I keep it just in case I ever have to redo my spurs somewhere. I know I don't need to keep this much, but I don't want to keep it at home anywhere. So it just stays in my bag in the side pocket. Tape. If you ride, you know that tape is a commodity. It gets stolen quite a bit. I try not to let it get stolen. So I just keep a lot of it in my bag. And somebody always needs some, and I'm not too scared to help them out. This is the wire I was using for my spurs. You can see how thin that is, and I would do 4 strand. Still didn't work that well, but I keep it in my bag just because, I don't know, might need it for something and I got nothing to do with it at home. These are my boot straps to tie on. A lot of people I know use thicker ones or those buckle-on ones, but these are the ones I always used. And I just tie them. But they work for me, so. And then this is just spare in case it breaks, so you don't have to run out. I think it's only like a 1/4 inch, but it works well. It doesn't have a lot of pull on it, so it's not too bad. Yeah, that's all for, I guess, just extra stuff. Now I'm keeping a GoPro in my bag that I'm borrowing from a friend, because I'm going to start recording for you guys. So, got a GoPro, the cord for it. This is just for the mount for my phone if I want to put on it, which I'm using the mount right now for this camera. But it's just a regular camera mount, I guess. I did get it, its clamp is able to clamp around poles and stuff, so when I'm at the events I can clamp it to the fence. So we'll see if the judges yell at me for doing that. But yeah, hopefully I can get some good videos for y'all. Marker, just cause you always need a marker. These are my old spurs. I think they were like 22-degree offset or something, I don't know. They're cheap built. They rusted a bunch of times, so I had to clean them. But yeah, I got those new rowels and they didn't really fit in the ends that well. So that's why I got the new spurs, and I also wanted the bigger offset, so these just stay in my bag in case somebody might need them or something. Alright, here's the rosin pouch. This is just some black rosin that somebody left, so I took. I haven't used it yet, but we'll see. Maybe I'll throw some on there. This is the rosin I use. The Beastmaster Wicked Grip rosin. This stuff is amazing. Your hand will not come out of the rope. So if you're going to use it, make sure you're ready to stay on. Because I've definitely been stuck a few times with it. And then I just keep a knife for spreading it on. An old just dedicated rosin knife. Just folds out. Just an old, I don't know where I got it. And then keep a torch, heat it up. And then I will say for this rosin tip, I think I saw this tip on the Beastmaster YouTube channel or something too. After you get it open the first time, because that'll take you a while, because it gets stuck. Once you get it open the first time, never screw the lid back on. Just set the lid on, put some athletic tape around to hold the lid on, and put it in a bag. Otherwise it's going to be a hassle every time you want to take the lid off. And then just keep some propane to refill the torch, just a little bottle. And yeah, that's it for the rosin. Next we got the tool pouch. So keep a knife, a little American flag knife. Some friends gave me this for Christmas. It's not my daily carry, so I keep it in here now, just so I can always use it. This one, I have one just like it for my daily carry, because can't live without a fastback these days apparently. But then I have another one, so I just keep it in my bag, just to have a spare one. Little screwdriver. This is what I used for my old spurs because it had some smaller screws on it. But I just keep it around now just in case. A brush for rope and glove. Saw this tip from Del Brisby, believe it or not. Is to wrap some tape around your bristles. And you can still use it, but it'll keep your bristles from poking out so much and stabbing everything. And yeah, shout out to Del Brisby for that. And then keep some big fencing pliers in here. These are the easiest thing to do the spur wire, the fencing wire around it. And then just keep a little Gerber multi-tool. You can see I keep 2 screwdrivers out, a Phillips and a flathead, because that's pretty much the only thing I use off of it, and sometimes the pliers. So I just leave them open so I don't have to open it every time. And that's it for the tool pouch. Don't keep a lot in there, just what I need. And then the last 2 things, I believe, I have some stretching bands for stretching before I ride, because I don't know, I need to, so I can quit tearing stuff. So just do some stretching beforehand. And then the other thing that's been a lifesaver, used it a few times, is this Beastmaster rope cover. You can pull this out. If you just go look it up on you can probably YouTube or whatever. I'll probably show you in a video too how to use it. But you just take this long one and cover your tail when it has rosin on it, and this part to cover your handle, so that whenever it's raining your rosin doesn't get wet. Because I had I think 2 rodeos this year that I went to get on the bull after it was raining and my rosin was wet and it wouldn't get sticky, so I just had to go out without sticky rosin, and those rides didn't go too well. So I ended up getting this, and now I use it to cover when it's raining. And then another thing I use it for is in the summer when it's hot outside, I'll wrap my rope in it before I put it in my bag. That way it doesn't get rosin everywhere while it's hot. So this thing I think was only $30, maybe $35 shipped. I would definitely say get one, because when you get wet rosin it just doesn't work. And yeah, that's it for the bag, everything in it. I'm gonna get this all cleaned up, and then we're gonna go into how I pack everything up. Alright. Alright guys, so as far as the bag goes, so on this side, yeah. So I just have this Wrangler one. I think it's 30 or 40 bucks on Amazon. I have a buddy that has one. His got a rip in the zipper, but I haven't had any issues with mine. So I guess take that how you will. But yeah, mine gets beat on. Worked out real well. I love this bag. Has wheels, as you can see right there, and then little handle right here that pulls out. It's a little dirty, but maybe I'll vacuum it out sometime later. But we're gonna go ahead and get this trash out and then start packing it up. So first thing that goes in is my shaps. And the reason those go in first is because mostly when I go to practice, I don't need to wear chaps there, because nobody cares how I look. So they stay in the bottom of my bag because I don't need to pull them out, and I got to pull everything else out. So after that, then we get the vest. And one thing with this bag is it's a little narrow to fit the vest, so that's why I keep this side Velcro up, so this one's under it so that they don't attach, because I push it together a little bit to make it fit in there, but it's not too bad of a fit. So, and then next thing is the helmet, and that goes right up here. And then I do my rope. And then for my bell and glove, I hate when my bell's sitting there rattling around, so actually taking and roll my glove up helps keep the rosin from getting everywhere when it's hot, and shove it in the bottom of the bell. And that also keeps my bell quiet. And then right now I'm just throwing this arm brace up here because it doesn't fit in any of the other pockets well. And then last thing is the boots, and how I do that is I always make sure that its spur is pointed down and upwards, because if I put it like this, then it's going to be poking out the side when I'm trying to carry it and stuff. If I face it down, it's going to poke out the bottom. If I have it pointing up, and if I go to sit on my bag, then I'm going to sit on that. So I always make sure it's pointed towards the top of the bag and down. And then same for the other boot, top of the bag and down. And then that's it for the top of the bag. So then close this up. And then we'll go to this pocket right here. This is my rosin pocket. You can see it has a little dust in there. But I just have this bag that has my rosin, torch, knife, goes in there. This one I just kind of shove in there. And then I got the refill for the torch. And that's it in that pocket. So then I know when I get to an event, just unzip that, pull my rosin out, and then I can unzip this and do it, get all everything else. And then this pocket didn't have a use until recently, so this is now the camera pocket where I'm putting the GoPro and stuff. So got the GoPro and then a spare SD card. It has one in there. And then a cord for it to plug into my computer. And then that little fold holder mount I told you about. And then the mount for it is, like I said, using for this camera, so it'll go in here after I'm done. Go ahead and zip it up. And then for this pocket over here, this is the kind of stuff I'm going to use every event pretty much. So I'll have knee braces in here, and then take these ice packs and shove them in the back. For those ice packs, I wouldn't worry too much about them getting, because you have to pop them to activate them. I wouldn't worry too much about them getting popped in here, because I've had them in here all season and they haven't popped. So, but then after that, then we're gonna get our tape in there. And then I usually just take whatever rolls I currently have open and put them towards the front so they're easier to grab. And then boot ties are going to go in here, just wherever, they're going to come out anyway. And then I'm going to put the stretching bands in there. They don't fit super well, but running out of pockets, so. And then the last thing that goes in that side is going to be the icy hot ball and the Tiger Balm. Just kind of shove it back there with the ice. And then we're going to go ahead and zip that pocket up. Then we're going to move to this pocket. I'll turn the bag around. There we go. So this is my tool and spares. So we're going to start throwing the baling wire in the bottom, just because it's the heaviest thing, so it's going to fall down there anyway when I'm rolling it around. And then we're going to get all the tools. We're just going to set them in there. I always like to make sure I kind of put my brush on top so it's easier to grab, because I do use that every event, but I don't want it poking everything on the other side, so I put it in that side. And then I've got the spare boot tie, this extra wire, and my spare spurs, so they're going to go in here. And then I've got the rope cover that's going to go in here, because I pretty much pull it out every rodeo to cover it anyway, even if it's not raining now, just to keep the dust off it from the bulls kicking and everything. Then we're going to go ahead and zip this one up. And then I don't know why I had that open, but that's the bag. Yeah, that's everything that goes in the bag. So hope y'all appreciated it. See everything I got. I'm gonna do another video soon cleaning all my gear, because it needs cleaned. That'll be an outside video for sure, so weather permitting. Let me know what other ones y'all want to see. I do want to do a couple of ride reviews of Not Me. I got a couple buddies that have ridden that I can watch and stuff. Maybe a NFR review, because I missed a couple days on that. So yeah, we'll see. But hope y'all appreciated that, and yeah, thank y'all.